Hi everyone. Today we have Unnati with us, and she hails from Varanasi and she has cracked SEBI Grade A examination. And as a part of this interaction, we are going to see that what really helped her to crack this exam. We are going to learn a lot from his experience as a part of her preparation. So first of all, congratulations Unnati and welcome to EduTap.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, and before we talk about your preparation strategy, that how you approached phase one, phase two interview, all the sort of things, I would like to know about you. I would like you to introduce yourself to the viewers, that where you come from and what is your educational background, so that they get a good idea about it.
Okay. So, my name is Unnati Pandey and I belong to Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. I did BCom honors and masters in commerce with a specialization in finance from Banaras Hindu University. After that, I did UGC NET also, and it's my first job. And yeah, that's it.
So before SEBI also, were you preparing for the regulatory body examination or it was your first attempt?
No, sir. I appeared for it one more time, uh, during my MCOM in 2024, but I couldn't clear the phase one that time. So it's my first mains and first interview this time.
Okay, great. So can you also share us that why did you choose SEBI as your career goal? What was that, driving force, that driving factor behind it? What was that motivation?
So because the syllabus of SEBI completely aligns with whatever I have studied till date during my undergraduation, my post graduation. So I think I was very comfortable with these subjects. So I think that's why I chose SEBI.
Okay, and I would also like to know that since you come from finance background, but a lot of students are there who come from engineering background who do not have finance as one of their subjects during their graduation days. So, what is your opinion regarding it? Is there any kind of specialization that is required in order to crack this examination? Or any student who come from even a non-commerce or a non-finance background, can he also crack it? What do you think about it?
So I think the most important thing is intent. If you have the intent to clear any exam, so it doesn't matter you are from a commerce background or non-commerce. So if you do the hard work and if you prepare well, you can clear any examination. So that's what really matters.
Yes, definitely. Now, let us talk about your preparation strategy. That how did you approach phase one? So please share with us that what was your entire preparation roadmap with respect to phase one examination.
Okay. So I was a full-time aspirant, so I dedicated all my time to this examination. So for quant reasoning, for quant especially, I started preparing a year before. So by the time when phase one came, I was almost prepared. So I just needed to brush up. And so for that, for conceptual clarity, I watch all the QRE 360 degree series, where Vishnu sir explain every concept very clearly. So I rely on him for that. And I practiced a lot of questions, a lot of mocks I have given. So I think that also helped me. So like preparing before time helps you to, like, when the exam came, you just only need to brush up the facts. You don't have to start from scratch. So I think that really helps me. And for English also, I did reverse engineering. I practiced a lot of question uh, to improve my accuracy and speed. So that all and also I took help of Navneet sir in that. Then, sir, for general awareness, I made notes myself. I revised the same notes multiple times, and I have a knack for note making. So I made notes for each and every subject. So I think that really helped me. So that was my strategy for phase one, paper one. For paper two, I think, sir, I have never looked paper phase one and phase two like two different exams for paper two. So I prepared all together from the starting. So that my concepts are clear. So it's going to help me in each and every stage. So yeah, so that's what my strategy was.
Okay, any paper specific strategy that you would like to give? For example, certain areas are there that are too factual in nature. For example, company law and other areas are also there. So, any paper specific strategy that really helped you?
So I think Companies Act is something which you have to memorize a lot. So what I did, I just took the syllabus and I just take each topic, and I used to find out what all sections are in it. Like if first chapter shares and accounts are shares and debentures one is from like section 2 to section 41. So I memorized that, then I try to understand the underlying concept, and I revise multiple times, so that film, like I already get to know, and I already remind, like it already reminded me all the section in the during the exam time, because I've revised it so many times, so that helped. And there's no shortcut for companies that you have to read and you have to learn a lot. So because it is such that, and it also fetch you very good number of marks, because there is syllabus is not going to change, they can't ask you something very new, because the company act is the same. So I think, yeah. And so for papers like costing and accountancy, I made a formula sheet myself, so that I used to revise so many formulas. So if any question like formula based question comes in the exam, I don't have to recall the formula, I should have memorized it very well. So that also helped me in the, like in numerical chapters. And in accounts, accounting standard is something which is really important, so I made notes for that also. So that also really helped me. And some management is something which is very theory based, so you have to learn in that also. You have to understand the concept, and it turns out to be one of the easiest chapter in the whole syllabus. So I think that's how I prepared.
Apart from that, did you follow any book list also? Would you like to share regarding that? That what was the source regarding these subjects that you followed?
Sir, I followed like for quick revision, I followed summary sheets of EduTap. And sir, also I have a finance background, so I have all the books already. Like for finance, I refer to Pandey Financial Management book. So, or and I also refer to my PG and UG notes. So that also helped me so much. So, and sir,
Okay.
also I've been making notes since my 12th, so I have all the notes. So, and sir, for fundamentals also, class 11, 12 book are very necessary for, even for accounts, even for economics. So if you go and you have to learn the fundamentals first, you have to clear your concept first. Basic 12th standard books are very helpful.
Okay. So what about phase two? Is there any change in strategy when we compare phase two examination and phase one examination?
So I think the questions these days are coming very deeper and deeper. They are asking core commerce concepts now. So I think rather than covering the wide in the wide span the syllabus, you have to go deeper. Like you have to cover the syllabus also, but you also have to know all the facts and nitty gritties of that topic. So I think from the very start you have to clear your concept first, because they are asking a question where there are three filling the blanks in the same question, and you have to know three things to answer that one question. So your
Hmm.
conceptual clarity is a must. So sir, I think from the very start you have to have conceptual clarity, because if there may be questions like you can't do rectification anymore. If you have to answer a question, conceptual clarity is needed. So from the very start you don't have to look phase 1 and phase 2 as two different exams. You have to focus just on the syllabus, stuck with the syllabus, and understand deeply all those things and subjects.
Yeah, that's a very relevant advice, I would say, because a lot of students what they think that I'm going to prepare for phase वन at this point of time, वहाँ डिफिकल्टी लेवल थोड़ा कम होता है, बस phase वन किस तरह निकाल लूँ, तो बाकी phase टू का भी थोड़ा हाई जो एडवांस कंसेप्ट है वो बाद में देख लूंगा. बट मुझे लगता है दिस इज नॉट अ गुड स्ट्रैटेजी. व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज 100% ट्रू. Once you're preparing any subject, once you're targeting any subject, make sure that you are giving your 100%, you are covering it from phase one as well as phase two point of view. So that's a great advice. Now, let us move on to the next phase, which is interview. So, I would like to know that how did you prepare for the interview and what type of questions were asked in the interview?
After my phase 2 examination, I started reading Business Standard daily. I used to, and for other pieces, I used to refer Mint, Live Mint also. So I used to do like these are my non-negotiable daily routine. So no matter what, I used to read the newspapers. And so secondly, what I did, I bought a mirror in my house and I used to practice in front of it daily. So that's so I gain confidence in myself. And the most important thing is whenever you enter the room, you have a like big nice smile on your face. You should be beaming so that the uh, panel feels there is a happy candidate finally. So I think that is also important. And also you should have an ironclad grip of all the concept or all the syllabus of static also, because they can ask anything in the interview. So if they're gonna ask you anything from the syllabus, you can't say okay, I haven't read that, because you are in the interview because you have cleared those phases. So you should know all those subjects also. So I think that is very important for interview.
And
That's it. Yes, sir.
and what type of questions were asked in the interview? Can you share some of those questions so that we get an idea?
um, so they asked a lot about my home city, Varanasi, about its culture and historical importance, etc. Then they asked me about lots of commerce subject question like money market instruments, certificate of deposits, etc. And a lot from my UGC net, like about my UGC net and my background also they asked me. And also, so there was a very nice coincidence that in the EduTap's mock interview, the panel asked me why Varanasi is called Varanasi. So the same question was being asked to me in the main interview also.
Okay, so that's great, and I would say yes, that shows that when you're going for the interview, don't just have to read the textbooks. Of course, textbooks are important, notes are important, SEBI's website is important, also sort of thing. But at the same time, the application form that you have filled, you have to make sure that you
Yeah.
have complete awareness regarding that because they can ask you anything, and you should be prepared. And
Yes.
yes. Now, apart from that, we know that when we prepare for such competitive examinations, sometimes the journey can get very tough. So, as a part of it, did you face any specific obstacles or challenges that you would like to share? Any kind of distractions that you faced as a part of your preparation? And if yes, then how you were able to tackle them?
So I think in today's world, the biggest distraction is social media and phone. So what I did, from past 1 year, I wasn't using my and WhatsApp or Instagram, any social media accounts. So I was totally doing digital detoxification. So I think that really helped to concentrate on the subjects, rather than forcing you to not watch. If you don't have account, you're not gonna watch it. So I think that helped. And so consistency is something which is really difficult to like gain. So I think no matter what, but study if you can't study 8 hours daily, but even if for 1 hour you should study daily. I think that's very important. So being consistent is something which students find really hard, but you have to focus, and so that you can achieve that also.
What was your mantra for consistency? I mean, I want to know about that mindset because a lot of students face challenge regarding this. They are able to study on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then on Thursday and Friday they are not studying. They get distracted. Then maybe on Saturday they are again studying. So a lot of inconsistency is there. So would you like to talk about that? That what is that mindset that keeps on pushing you?
Sir, I think the intent, no matter what, this time I wanted to clear this exam. So that was the inner motivation in me, and I didn't needed any extrinsic motivation for that. So that is something. And so I think if there are some days where you waste a little time, like if you there was something, any your neighbor came or any of your relatives came, so don't regret for the whole time. Just start preparing at that moment. अगर आपने वेस्ट कर दिया अपना सुबह का पूरा दिन और आप सोचो ओ सारा दिन तो वेस्ट हो गया, तो दैट इज नॉट समथिंग। अभी का शाम बची है, रात बची, तो आप तभी स्टार्ट कर दो। तो कंसिस्टेंसी ऐसे ही मेंटेन होती है, तो आई थिंक वो मैंने किया था।
या ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ बोली आपने कि आगे का सोचना वो ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है क्योंकि जो अब हो गया अब उसे हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते तो जो टाइम वेस्ट हो गया forget it and just move on. Okay.
यस सर।
So apart from that, would you also like to give any feedback regarding EduTap that how EduTap helped you as a part of your preparation?
So I think EduTap helped me so much in this whole preparation. Like for phase one, the only source of revision was watching EduTap marathons. So I used to watch each and every marathon. Like there are 3 hours marathon. They like you guys release all the like marathons in every phase. So I used to watch that. It is a very good way to practice MCQ thing, because you explain not only the question but also the options, and it is very good way to revise all the facts. So I think that for phase one, and for quant reasoning English also, QRE 360 degree playlist is very useful. and then the mock interview also helped me a lot. So I think edutap has been always a very is always been a guide to me, a mentor to me, and has always helped me, and has is all and it's very like it's very whenever you open YouTube you find so many videos, but edutap is something which is not random. Like every faculty has done the background study and then they are teaching you, so that is something, it's very reliable. So I think thank you, Edita, for everything, and it helped me a lot in clearing my exam also.
Thank you so much, Unnati, for your kind words. And would you like to give any final piece of advice to those aspirants who are going to write their future attempts with respect to semi grade examination?
Okay, so I think so don't take paper one or phase one lightly. Just focus on it, because then only you can make it to the second phase. And believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and just do your hard work, and everything will pay off.
Yes. So these are the final words. Believe in yourself and keep pushing yourself, keep doing hard work. So thank you so much, Unnati, for sharing everything in such a detailed manner. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors, and I hope all the
Thank you,
viewers
sir.
they have been able to learn a lot from Unnati's experience. So thank you so much and all the best to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.